In addition to being two successful hip-hop singers, Dr. Dre and Eminem are powerful men who know how to make the most of their fortunes. But have you ever wondered which of them has the most luxurious life? In this video, you're going to see a fierce battle between Dr. Dre and Eminem. So, let's fight! Before we get started, I challenge you. You have to click on subscribe and activate notifications, check the option all. But you have to do that in less than 5 seconds. You got it? And if you can, write in the comments #AllAboutSubscribe. Alright, let's get started. Luxury shopping. Both rappers have the money to spend on whatever they want, but who has the most extravagant spending? Some of the most expensive items that Eminem usually spends money on are watches, such as a Rolex Day-Date with an unusual gold nugget bracelet. This model was certainly customized, which makes it impossible to figure out its price. But the original version of this watch costs about $25,000. Another watch that the rapper owns is an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Quantine Perpetual manufactured in 1995. And its rarity justifies its price of $100,000. But his favorite watch brand is the G-Shock, with their watches being more sporty and cheaper. Eminem really does not leave humbleness behind. Something that Eminem makes a point of investing money in his comic books. He's a big collector, and he doesn't mind having to pay a lot of money on rare magazines, like Amazing Fantasy number 15, a historical Spider-Man issue that can cost almost $500,000, depending on how well kept it was. Dre, for his part, also loves buying watches, like his Rolex Masterpiece Day-Date. Made of platinum and dial covered with diamonds, which is worth around $140,000. But those who think that his spending is limited to this are mistaken. Upon his divorce from his partner Nicole, some of the rapper's annual expenses came to light in the media. Reports show that he spends nearly $13,000 on supplies, $70,000 for clothes, $645,000 for entertainment and gifts, among other expenses, totaling approximately $2.2 million in monthly expenses. And because they both invest a lot in luxury items, we'll consider this round a draw. Points for both. Other means of transport. Both artists like to enjoy a lot of comfort and luxury, but which of them has the most expensive means of transportation? Dr. Dre has posed for pictures, for example, in front of an Airbus Helicopters H-155 model helicopter, which costs around $14 million. But it is not known whether he just rented the helicopter for a tour. Some sources also speculate that the rapper owns a Gulfstream V-Jet. This is a sophisticated twin-engine midsize aircraft with an intercontinental range, making for a very comfortable trip. Such a jet costs up to $36 million, but if Dr. Dre only provides this transportation, he can pay about $10,000 per flight hour. Dr. Dre has also purchased his yacht. The 73.6-meter-long vessel known as the Naya was built in 2011 and offers everything you could want in a luxury hotel. It can accommodate up to 12 people in 8 comfortable cabins, as well as having exquisite bathrooms. The interior of the yacht was decorated by British designer Mark Berryman Design, who chose bamboo wood to cover most of the rooms. There is an elevator, a deck with a jacuzzi, a helipad, and even a submarine for 5 people. And all this justifies the value of this yacht, valued at $60 million. But this purchase was also an investment by Dr. Dre, who can rent it for about $580,000 per week. Eminem, on the other hand, only prefers to rent jets when he needs them, so points to his opponent. Most expensive property. Both moguls like to live in large estates, but who owned the most luxurious property? Starting with Eminem, despite living in Michigan, it is speculated that he once owned a luxurious residence on Viewmont Drive, in the city of Los Angeles, in the state of California. The property, built in 2002, is 4,300 square feet in size and is in a prime location in the area with beautiful views of the city. Upon entering the place, it is possible to notice a modern and at the same time minimalist style, being that there are 2 living rooms in the residence, both integrating dining tables facing the glass walls. There is also a kitchen, for luxurious bathrooms with white porcelain tile floors, and other rooms to contemplate the enchanting landscapes of the region, which make this villa a great choice for those seeking sophistication and tranquility. The house also has 3 bedrooms, all of which have glass walls that bring natural light into the interior, while the master suite has doors that open onto a deck, where there is a pool with infinity edges and breathtaking views. According to rumors, Eminem sold the property in 2006, and the property is currently valued at $4,882,700. Dr. Dre, on the other hand, lived in an impressive property in the Brentwood neighborhood, one of the most sought after in the city of Los Angeles. It is a mansion of over 18,000 square feet located on a 4-acre lot, which has a design inspired by a French chateau. Among the amenities of this natural retreat are a well-equipped gym, a beautiful artificial waterfall, and an infinity edge pool that offers exclusive ocean views, as well as beautiful lawns and solar panels to generate sustainable energy. Upon purchasing this property, Dr. Dre did some renovations, the biggest one being to build a supposed 10,000 square foot underground studio. And before the singer bought this property, it belonged to Tom Brady and his then-wife Gisele Bündchen, who had bought the land to build the mansion in 2008 for $11.75 million, until they resold the place to Dr. Dre in 2014 for a whopping $40 million. In other words, Dr. Dre easily wins this round. Cars. Both artists love good cars, but which one has the most luxurious garage? Dr. Dre, for example, ever been seen driving is a Chrysler 300S, a sedan with a high-performance engine, which costs around $35,000. For more extreme rides, he has owned a rugged Hummer H2 SUV, a vehicle that costs around $80,000. Some sources point out that the businessman also owned a Ferrari Testarossa, a supersporting icon of great success in the late 1980s, which is worth around $127,000. One of the most relevant cars in Dr. Dre's garage is his Cadillac Escalade ESV, which was customized by Becker Automotive Designs to have a highly luxurious interior. And this is why the car is worth around $230,000. Moving up the price further, the rapper owns a Bentley Continental GT, one of the most luxurious sports coupes in the world, which is worth about $280,000. Finally, Dre has been spotted in his Rolls-Royce Drophead, a very exclusive car that costs around $450,000. Eminem, on the other hand, is discreet and doesn't usually show off his cars, but according to GQ magazine, he has owned the following vehicles: a $60,000 Aston Martin V8 Vantage from 2006, a $80,000 Porsche 996 Turbo from 1999, a $95,000 Porsche Carrera GT from 2004, a $110,000 Audi R8 Spider, a $150,000 super sportive American car, the Ford GT from 2005, a $230,000 2012 McLaren MP4-12C, a $250,000 Ferrari 575M Maranello from 2003, a $277,000 Ferrari F430 Scuderia from 2008, a $300,000 Porsche 911 GT3 RS 4.0 from 2011. From the same brand, in 2019 Eminem acquired a Porsche 911 GT2 RS, a vehicle with a rather restricted production, having only 30 units produced, which justifies its $420,000 value. Some sources point out that he also once owned a 2011 Ferrari 599 GTO, one of the Italian super sports car brand's top-of-the-line models, which can be found on the market for sale for up to $500,000, depending on how preserved it is. Eminem finally got his hands on his own Lamborghini Aventador with 690 HP and capable of reaching a top speed of 270 miles per hour. And to get it, the rapper spent about $560,000. And for having a more luxurious garage than his opponent, Eminem wins this round. Point for him. Real estate portfolio. Both stars have owned many homes, but which one has the most valuable real estate portfolio? Unlike other celebrities who live in Los Angeles, in upscale neighborhoods like the Hollywood Hills, Eminem prefers to live near Detroit, Michigan, the city where he grew up. His current mansion, built in 1996, is 8,900 square feet in size, located in Clinton Township, where Eminem can live quietly without straying from his roots. The mansion has a more rustic style, having a fountain at the main entrance and being surrounded by several trees. According to media reports, Eminem bought the residence in 2000 for the princely sum of $1,483,500. Raising the price further, the rapper owned another even larger mansion in nearby wealthy Michigan suburb of Rochester Hills. The contemporary architecture mansion that was built in 1986 is 17,500 square feet in size and sits on a 5.7-acre lot. Among the main rooms it has, there is the living room with wood floors and a marble fireplace, which integrates with the sophisticated dining room. There are also 10 bathrooms throughout the site, a kitchen with granite countertops, a modern billiard room, and 6 cozy bedrooms. Outside, there is a large wooded garden and a tennis court, which is also used as a basketball court, as well as having a luxurious swimming pool, which is next to a patio and a lounge with several glass doors. There is also a lake within the lot, a cabin for relaxing, and a 2,000 square foot guest house that features a spacious living room, a kitchen with wood furniture, and other amenities. Before Eminem acquired the property, it was owned by former Kmart CEO Charles Conaway until the rapper bought the property in 2003 for $4,750,000. But Dr. Dre isn't far behind. He currently owns a home in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood near the Santa Monica Mountains. The home is located in a private condominium, providing privacy for Dr. Dre to live safely. Built in 1997, the residence is 3,100 square feet. Among the property's main living areas are an open layout living room, a dining area near glass doors, and a kitchen with custom cabinetry that has white stone counters and an island in the center, as well as integrating a family room with an elegant fireplace. The place has a total of 4 sophisticated bathrooms, each having differentiated features to meet the requirements of the singer and his family. There are also 4 cozy bedrooms, some suitable for children, and a luxurious suite with an integrated living area. Heading outside, there are over 2 acres of land with a beautiful lawn for outdoor activities. There are also several balconies, which have sitting areas and custom hammocks for relaxing in front of stunning views of the Pacific Ocean and the Santa Monica Mountains, which create a sense of peace and tranquility. It is worth noting that the condo also has other leisure amenities, such as a large swimming pool, a children's playground, and sports courts. Dr. Dre bought the Mediterranean-style property in 2019, forking out $2,250,000. In 2018, the singer also purchased another property, this time in the town of Calabasas, which is also in California. Built in 1997, the house is 9,300 square feet in size, and among its amenities are cozy living rooms, as well as 2 dining areas, one for more formal events. There is also a game room, a kitchen with stainless steel appliances, a well-equipped gym, a sophisticated home theater, and a total of 6 cozy bedrooms and 7 luxurious bathrooms. Outside, the house is located in a gated community with plenty of privacy, as well as a swimming pool with a spa, a tennis court, and a terrace facing exceptional views. According to media reports, Dr. Dre purchased the residence for $4.9 million. Another property owned by the singer is a contemporary-style vacation home in the Pacific Coast Highway area near Malibu Beach. The 3-level residence was built in 1993 and is over 8,800 square feet. Upon entering the place, one can notice many glass walls, which offer luxurious views of the beach. There is a living room with a fireplace, which has bookshelves built into the walls, and a classical piano. The kitchen, on the other hand, has cream-colored cabinets, top-of-the-line furniture, and a central chef's island. The residence also has a pool table, a more minimalist office, a gym with lots of equipment, and a modern music studio. There are also 6 gracious bedrooms, with the master suite having a balcony for sunbathing, as well as a sitting room, a luxurious bathroom, a dry sauna, and what appears to be a walk-in closet. Outside, there are great balconies to enjoy the sunset in front of ocean views or to rest near the serene breeze that the region offers. Dr. Dre acquired this luxurious property in the early 2000s for approximately $4.8 million. In recent days, however, he has listed the place, asking no less than $20 million. And because he has a larger real estate portfolio, Dre wins this round by a long shot. Net worth. As 2 hip-hop stars, it's no surprise that they've made a lot of money in their careers, but which of them has amassed the most wealth? Starting with Eminem. To give you an idea of the artist's relevance on the global stage, he has had 10 #1 albums on the Billboard 200, which debuted consecutively at #1 on the chart, making him the first artist to achieve that feat. There are more than 220 million albums sold, which gets him in the top 9 best-selling artists of all time. Another major source of income for the artist are his world tours. The rapper has also a very successful story in digital platforms. With over 53 million subscribers on YouTube, he is the second most followed solo singer channel, second only to Justin Bieber. Some sources estimate that Eminem earns about $20 million per year, taking into account his earnings with music, such as concerts, CD sales, and streaming platforms such as Spotify. In the years when he's actively touring to promote an album, that figure can easily approach $30 to $50 million per year. But it doesn't end there, as Eminem also earns large sums through his other businesses. To make his presence known in the tech business, Eminem is one of the investors in the startup Maker's Place, a non-fungible token marketplace for buying and selling digital artwork and other creations. He even released his own collection of NFTs, including a video that sold for $100,000. In total, his collection raised $1,780,000 in just one day of sales. In actuality, Eminem is always promoting his NFTs on his social media, which reaches a large audience. After all, he has over 37 million followers on his Instagram. The exact amount of the rapper's investment in the company is unknown, but he was one of the angel investors at $30 million. And surely Eminem must be already seeing some financial return from it. By making use of his fame further, Marshall also sells other products in his online stores, such as shirts printed with his album's covers and CD and DVD kits. Another of the rapper's enterprises is his restaurant called Mom Spaghetti, which already has units in his hometown of Detroit and also in Los Angeles. In the music business, in 1999 he founded his own record label named Shady Records, which has signed contracts with big names like 50 Cent. Not to mention the money the rapper has already made from advertising. As an example, he has participated in campaigns for brands such as the automaker Chrysler, M&M's Chocolates, Brisk Iced Tea, among others. Taking into consideration his rather stable 25-year-old career, we can quite conservatively speculate that his net equity, that is, after paying all taxes, is approximately $350 million. Dr. Dre, on the other hand, has made a lot of money selling his records and performing all over the world. But certainly, most of his fortune was built through his skills as an entrepreneur. His first business began in 1996 when he founded his record label Aftermath, with which he helped launch the careers of big names such as 50 Cent and Eminem. It is even through his work as a producer for other artists that Dr. Dre can secure a great source of income through the copyrights of hit songs. In 2001, Dr. Dre decided to sell 30% of his stake in the record label, supposedly pocketing $52 million. But for sure, the venture that changed Dr. Dre's wealth plateau for good was his headphone company Beats Electronics and the streaming service Beats Music. In 2014, the entrepreneur sold both businesses to Apple in a staggering $3 billion deal. Since Dr. Dre had a percentage of about 20% to 25% of the company, it is estimated that he received $500 million of that total value. It was even because of this transaction that Dr. Dre was considered the highest paid music artist in the world that year. And the rapper's fortune continued to grow, as in 2019 his net worth was estimated at $800 million. However, after shelling out money on new projects, such as donating $70 million to a university, plus his divorce settlement of $100 million, plus other exorbitant expenses, Dr. Dre has seen his net worth plummet. And that is why currently, his wealth is estimated at only $500 million, a figure that still places him among the richest rappers in the world. And because he has a bigger fortune, Dr. Dre wins this round. Point for him. At the end of this battle, we had 2 points for Eminem against 5 points for Dre, making him the champion. But if you think there are still other arguments to defend one of the two, write your best justification below. Hey, you like the video? So don't forget about leave your like and comment, and tell some suggestions of another videos, and hopefully we gonna do it. All about channel, Dios to satisfy your curiosity.